Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Knights of the Old Republic. When last we left off, we'd done a double episode. Apologies for the presentation on that one. It really did just spiral out of control, and hopefully we can round this off and do a bit more of a broken apart one. Broken apart one, is that the word I'm looking for? It's not. The phrase I am looking for is something a bit more appropriately contained. We still have to do a few bits and pieces here. I think the longer the last one went on, the more difficult it became to express things. This entire thing has got absolutely just tons of problems. I suppose this bit's okay, more or less okay. The map section, it'd be nice to see the other maps so that we didn't have to remember that. This active quest, I mean, what? This isn't a quest. This is a quest note. And sure, you could create a system where that all this is just bits and pieces of information, but ultimately, yeah, this is just, it's a weird way. And there's also other bits in this that we've been looking at that, we've needed that haven't been here in previous episodes, to say nothing of all that. And even this really is it's weird, and it occupies a weird amount of space given the obvious shortage of space. I don't know, peculiar. So what were we doing? I guess we still have the quest there. I suppose we could try and go back to the Sith, wherever that was. Holding cells to Central. Maybe there was something on the Sith computers that might have added to the experience. I think we're going the wrong way here. Yes, that's right. Otherwise, I mean, we could just begin to box this section off. I'm not going to do the final race. I think does the thing record this? Announce who was beaten second round. Okay, yeah, so cool. So we know we're not world champion. I guess we just have to hack around to East Central. Worst comes to worst, I guess we can do it in an imperfect way. I feel like we've not been a tremendous help to our Jedi colleagues in this.
Hi, Tyvark. I gotta stock up. They might be sending me.
Baba Hassan Shan.
Okay, can we?
I always shop here.
Great, yeah. I don't think there's anything there, but do we have anything that we would like to get rid of? Honestly, is more the question, because yeah, like I don't feel that we need that, but and obviously you don't need that either. Yeah. Well, I guess we don't need the Zabrak. We've got that. Davik's warsuit, I guess does something, as does Kalar Nord's. 5 to 15 plus 3. I think it's time to get rid of those two. I don't think we need any more double-bladed lightsabers, honestly. So, yeah. We can probably take this down to 2. We'll keep the crystals. They're always a little bit fun. Mandalorian blasters, very nice, but not what we need. I'm going to get rid of the iron rifle. I just don't think we're going to use it. Honestly, I'm going to get rid of the disruptor. Right? It might come in, mightn't it? The assault rifle, I guess. We'll sell one of them just for cash. All that stuff is fine. I don't so much mind these bits because they're a little easier to navigate than weapons, and then the rest of the stuff I guess we'll deal with probably on Dantooine, just for pure practicality of having the shop there next to the Ebon Hawk, so we can make sure that the 2 droids are souped up, and then we can get out of town. That's the Republic base. We don't need to go there. We'll save it as War. I might actually just delete LOL. I don't think that's going to see any use. Yeah. We're in the mildest of drinking episodes tonight. I'm having my first mug of mulled wine of the year, which is a treat. It's obviously this is coming out in February, or maybe might be early March, but this is being recorded in late November. So yeah. We can go and have a look at the oh, for God's sake. Oh, it's Mission. Almost always Jolie. Okay, thank you, Mission. Right. We'll see if we can find anything we didn't pick up the first time around. That's the hang of it on. That. There's our pressured doors. We won't stay around here forever. If the in fact, will even tell us the training annex, security checkpoint, droid repair. Yeah, I have a feeling that the game is trying to tell us, which is fair, that there is no perfect solution to all problems. Sometimes other folks are at fault, and that yeah, we assuming we got this. Oh, we didn't get it. That could have been the difference, couldn't it? Right, I guess he's probably just staying there because he's Captain Quest item. Okay, well, that kind of makes me think that maybe we didn't get this. No, we did. We'll yeah, we'll see. Manaan has been it's been an exercise in well, is it Manaan's fault or is it my fault for trying to do it all in one go? I really don't think lent itself well to it. It has felt like a very, very long area that has honestly kind of outstayed its welcome a bit. But again, some of that is plainly the way I have engaged with it. I might reload if we don't find anything here, because like we've come miles and miles and miles. Why is this back on again? No, it's not back on again. Maybe it is. Yeah. Let's hope the other two don't die. It's the more fragile grouping. Right, okay. Computer panel. Slice it. Download area schematic. I mean, does that... Why would that help us? View the disassembly room. Okay, that doesn't really feel like it's going to achieve anything. None of this does. I don't think this is the thing. I think we just do have to do stuff. So, yeah, we might as well come back to him. Yeah, we're missing out on what was it? A repair kit and a med kit. Do you care? I don't think I care. We could get him off and then see. Sorry, please excuse the expression. We could we could make him avoid the charge for the benefit of the Republic, and then
you're the one defending Sunry now, huh?
Yeah. That's murder. You sure?
Yeah. No.
Enough. The testifiers only left before the shot.
Yeah. I'll tell them.
I guess this is what they call working the system. Not that I'm objecting. I just hope the Selkath don't find out about it.
Now, was there anything else you wanted?
Have I mentioned he's the narrator from Baldur's Gate 1?
It does.
Okay. Right, well, I guess we'll just wing it. Maybe we can, like, get Sunny to face up to justice afterwards. Or something. I kind of feel your mileage may very much vary, that like a lot of these force point things, and just generally with a lot of systems, I think they should be hidden behind the scenes. I think that they right, I'm not going to quite commit to this. We'll go yeah. I'll begin Sunny's trap. Yes, let's begin the trap. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Opening statements. Let's not do that. Silly. I will find Sunny innocent.
It is an honor, and I...
The man I saw leaving, Sunry, probably left after I heard the blaster shot.
The guilt of the accused is apparent even this early in the trial.
Wait, what?
You are Firith Me, the well-known Of course, Firith Me.
Well, I came out into the hallway after hearing the blaster shot and saw Sunry over there limping down the...
A very obvious point, Your Honors. The accused was seen leaving the scene of the crime after the blaster that killed Elassa was fired.
You mean actually see him kill her with my own eyes? Well, no, but I don't think there could have been anyone else there. Well, he was moving pretty fast running away, but yeah, I mean, how could he kill a Sith warrior in combat? I don't know for sure. Yes, from what I could tell, she carried a light...
Objection!
I think it may have been. I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to leave something that important lying around, wouldn't you?
Okay.
Glupor the Rhodian.
Yeah. Well, we've been through this. Like, sorry, I'm going to skip through because we did it already last time.
This is clear.
Glupor tanghi mamaji glupor aki ukotun si. Chubaka chupak glupor. Glupor kachok, glupor kan. Tong sun riking, glupor wana kunlist. Kingbu mua mul. Glupor.
Don't do it, Glupor.
Glupor kan kindaling ibora tong chitsa.
Lies! Slander! I object!
Glupor wonki.
You, Elora, are Sunry's lo- He was crippled in that room.
Yes.
And there you have...
Yes. He fought against the Sith in the last... I don't know how much that means to the Sith. Or to your Selkath, Your Honors. The kind of man who earned...
Oh. I don't have any questions. Yes, please.
I wish to call forth...
Somebody himself, okay.
Are you a war hero, Mr. Sunry? You fought in war?
Yes, that's right.
Indeed.
Of course I hate them.
Pure politics.
Well, yes, I knew she was a Sith. And she would be... I was working on her, trying to turn her over to the Republic side.
An obviously false story. I have proof here in the form of data recording that proves you were, in fact, having an affair with Elassa.
What's the use now? I had been having an affair with Elassa, it's true. But I realized my mistake and I was going there to end it, but I did not kill her.
You were having an affair with a Sith. Wanted to quickly and quietly, so you killed her from behind and tried to flee.
No,
I think we can see...
Of course she was. I don't know. It's possible the...
Supposition...
Yes, I think they would. They wouldn't want to lose one of their sources, even though I didn't give them anything. They might have killed her for her failure. Or they might...
The Sith Empire... I think the facts in this case are very straightforward. Sunry was having an... Witnesses saw Sunry fleeing the scene. I am confident...
No one actually witnessed it either.
Well, that doesn't mean a...
Think. Some resentment. Fair.
The Sith wouldn't... No, Your Honors.
I don't think we've done a good job of this somehow. But like, I don't...
The Republic will attempt to have him freed, Alora. I'm sure.
It's a confusing mess. I think maybe we missed out on some additional information. Do we care? Will this make a difference? I don't think... What was that here? Or was this detention cells? Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah,
What?
I don't think I care.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a I don't know if you've got this now.
Yeah, I just think I want to go. To be honest, I'm kind of done with Manaan. I mean, maybe that's a bad attitude to take. It's not an area we can get down to, is it? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. I guess we'll ask Julie what he thinks of that.
Something on your mind.
Yeah.
You defended him well enough. I wish we had time to look into matters more fully, but wishing is only useful for the young and idealistic. What's done is done. The Republic will likely appeal the matter eventually, and he'll be free. Sunry was a good man. I don't...
So was there anything more that we could have done? Oh, I just don't care. Like, I'm sorry, Jolie. I know your mate's going down to prison for the rest of us. But, you know, well, whatever. Play a game of cards to get over all this. I don't know, feel free to post in the comments what, by the way, if you know that. I mean, am I going to look it up? I'm probably not going to look it up. Should you post in the comments how to do that? Maybe we'll leave it to people who've played the game. Who are you? Yeah, sure, I'll play. Right, okay. Let's do it. Okay, it's a D. It's an okay hand. I think I'm going to play one of them. That's a bit of a gamble. Massive gamble. Cool. Oh, this looks bad for us. Oh. Okay. I think we can afford to hold on for the 20. Brilliant. Okay. Cool. I have to stand on that. Okay, that's fine. One low. Okay, good. Go to. Alright. Extra 200 credits that we'll never use. Yeah, it's been a. Was it the droids? No. I'm just kind of done with Waterworld. So yeah. Looking at that? Oh, was it?
Time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Calta ready to load before my shift is over. Enough time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Calta ready to load before my shift is over.
I feel like we might have been able to make a bigger difference, but there it went. Was there anything exciting? I think he was just temporary stuff, wasn't it? Yeah. I generally concern myself with that. Okay, that's incredibly frustrating. Oh, good. Okay. Alright. Should we listen to some war stories and so on?
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you, but I do have a couple about me and the stuff I've done. In one battle above the world of Althir, my unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
I think I know how this is going.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Oh yes, you won.
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
Did they do?
Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. The command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know? Waterworld's never had much of an appeal for us to conquer. The thing this world is good for is a but the Mandalore are not as weak and fragile as your Republicans, both in our wars and in our own personal You have any... Your choice.
Okay. Not much. Oh, we might have got enough repair to...
Statement.
Affirmative.
Request. Statement. As you wish. And now rewire the last 3 relays. Yes, good. Well done, Master. I believe your operation was a success. Accessing new memory. Access complete. I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing. Statement. It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant. A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship. Answer. It does not seem so, Master. No. He required a protocol droid only and wanted one as cheaply as possible. I do not know who sold me to him. I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool. Observation. Senators are not nice, Master. They are either on top of the game or yesterday's news. My master told me that frequently, you see. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will. Answer. Certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation. I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife. Answer. I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there. Observation. I am a droid, Master, with programming. Even if I did not enjoy killing, I would have no choice. Thankfully, I enjoy it very much. I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated. Observation. Only so far, Master. There are still more memories not recovered, remember? Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance. Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will
probably
discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
Yeah. I mean that will help. By the way, yeah, like, can we see... Oh, who's got... Oh, this is unhelpful. Right, that's Jolie's, isn't it? What? Who's got what equipped? That is... That's blue. That's what's her face. Lost world affection increase. I guess we just got spares. So that's what we use that. Right. So that's okay. Cool. So this is green is consular. Right, so what have we got equipped? I think we're going to have a stupid colour lightsaber just so that we know who's whom. Attack modifier +4, 5 to 19 energy, I guess. Yeah, okay, fine. Right, so... Yeah, we're going to be that, which is, you know, debatable, but whatever. The Crate Dragon, oh, attack bonus +3, 2 energy, and the Crystal Rubat. I think we can probably do better than that, to be honest. The Generax I would definitely take. Yeah, maybe just that. Because we're often tanking. Right, so this is Bastillers. So Rubat is a bit lame. That was 1 damage, this one. Okay, do that. And Bondar, what's Bondar? Oh yeah, Bondar I'll take. Okay. And on your short lightsaber, we've got Damned. Yeah, I think Damned's okay. And Opala. Sure. Yeah, okay, cool. That's all good in the hood. I'm not sure who's using Karth's blaster, but... Although we can't select these, can we? These are all just... Yeah, okay, fine. So that doesn't really matter. What's this? Fine. Yeah, you might as well. I mean, if we've got them, we might as well, and then we can compare and contrast that. Right, okay, fine. So yeah, we're now using... I'm going to delete this one. We're now fully committed to WoW. It's over for us on Manaan. Yeah, we're Poipal. I can't remember if there's other colours that we can get. That may not be our final colour. Right, Big Z. That's what you want. Have you anything to do with that? Well, I've had it wrong. Sorry, I can't stay. You and I got that. Just the sword. Okay, well, sure. Doesn't sound like there's too much more to learn there. Juhani, I don't really enjoy our chats, but I will do it.
I have been bothered by something of late.
What is it?
I never told you where I came from, did I? Where I grew up as a child? I suppose I was trying to deny what I was feeling. I have been wrestling with my feelings inside, trying to come to terms with it, but but I find I cannot. I must have someone to blame. Someone to blame for the destruction of my homeworld. Someone who is responsible for the death of everyone I have ever known, except those on Dantooine. Taris. It was Taris that the Sith destroyed to try to kill you and your precious Bastila. Taris, my homeworld.
I'm sorry, Johanny, I didn't
If
know.
it were not for you and Bastila, the Sith would have never had reason to destroy that world. It was your fault for being there, and your fault for rescuing Bastila. Without your intervention, the Sith would have had no cause to lay waste to my childhood.
We.
Just let me vent my anger. I need someone to blame. Something. Anything. I hated that world. Yet everything I learned as a child, I know today. It is as much a part of me as the air I breathe. I have this ache inside me, where all my childhood memories live. I feel your face there with them. If it was not for you, that world would still exist.
Calm yourself. Remember the Jedi
There is
Code.
no emotion. There is peace. I suppose you did what you had to, and it could not have been avoided. The Republic needs you and Bastila. Maybe needs you more than it needed Taris. But it is so hard to lose your entire past. You would not understand.
Perhaps not. You're right, I don't.
I suppose that is to be expected. Everything will turn out for the best, as long as we remain focused on our task. I am sorry. I will try not to distract you in the future with my trivial experiences. We should stop for now.
Okay, well, you say that, but do we have any mute ones? We're in Taris. I'm sorry, Johanny.
No, it's all right. It was a horrible place to have. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor. There was always the danger of Raguls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets. It did not. But only because of the Jedi who came. It was very bad.
It's still pretty bad.
Or any amenities. Even the Enclave on Dantooine seems a paradise in comparison. And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
Some of your best friends as well.
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one.
There wasn't.
Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today. Another story for another time.
Save it just in case it crashes. I don't want to listen again, but I think we should probably hear
How
out.
may I be of assistance?
Yeah, another one.
What is it you would... Well, I mentioned before...
Yes, please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Yeah, well, just me.
Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran. They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed. We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim.
Sure.
And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it. My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard. No, it is not. But they had little choice. Each of us dealt with it in our own way. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die. Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Fair enough. Right, I'm not gonna. That's quite enough, Juhani, for one day. As I say, I'm not a big fan of the way these interactions generally go. Oh, Jolie's in the med bay, isn't he? I haven't got a Jolie in me. Let's try Bastila.
We've already been over this. It was a moment of weakness, a stumble brought on by unbridled passions. But my emotions are firmly in check once more. We need to stay focused on stopping Darth Malak, and I want the others to stay focused as well. I don't want them to get suspicious and start gossiping about our little encounter. So until our mission is over, we need to act with discretion. We shouldn't speak of this anymore. Not until Malak is defeated.
Fair play. Karth.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Oh, Karth's not got anything.
You got it.
Right, okay. Well, if Karth's got nothing, then maybe, just maybe, I'll have a single interaction with Jolie. These are pretty exhausting, so it's just going to be one.
Something on your mind, dude? No. Elusive? Me, elusive? At any rate, I already told you why I won. To bed.
No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had? And then there's all the critters. So I could. But not have. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. Interest? Well, I certainly don't. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off. As if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Yeah, tell me more.
Your future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can't be all bad. Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day. Nonsense. Have I ever refused to help you when you asked? How confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Right, well, that was relatively painless compared to that other one. I thought it was a duplicate. I find it a little hard to remember which ones we had and which ones we haven't, which I guess is kind of on point for Jolie, but isn't generally a great thing. So we've done Manaan, we've done Kashyyyk, we've done Tatooine. Tatooine's the one we're going back. We know we're doing Korriban last. We're going to go and do Yavin. I think I did Yavin first last time. Right, okay, here's the exciting bits of the cutscenes that I get to edit. Okay, I've got the mouse again. Right, first time lucky game. It's looking pretty good. Okay. Off we go. Get off with this cup of coffee.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Carroth's vessel.
Oh, so maybe I never did it. Ooh. Maybe I never went to Manaan. Maybe I don't remember this as well as I thought.
Admiral Carroth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, Saul Carroth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
It was through an clouds your judgment.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid. I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Carroth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
Yeah, we're watching the three of us very closely.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
I mean, this sounds like a job for a Wookiee. So we try it with him. Okay, just for fun.
Droid's right. If we disable him, the Sith will probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us.
Let's do it.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Right, why I've chosen to do it with our worst character, I don't know.
Bastila, Carth, and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Carroth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a disabled astromech droid in the back of the ship.
Wipe its memory chips and take it to the junk pile. Maybe we can use some of its parts for salvage.
Carth, it has been
far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promised myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
Right off, I can fully be convinced.
You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
Yeah. Well, I won't get any answers.
The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible.
It's true.
It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained? Very well. This is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. More empty threats. We Sith prefer to let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is why we are winning this war. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada? Do you take me for a fool? The Jedi are not assassins. They would never devise such a plan. Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No! Fing!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
Why? Why are you telling him this?
You should be grateful, Bastila. He is sparing you agony beyond comprehension.
Words that betray the Jedi Order bring me more pain than any torture ever could.
Tell me, how did you find out about the Starforge? I had hoped you would continue to cooperate, but you seem to have changed your position. Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I'm wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Garth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost. Yes. I suppose you're correct. It's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side has grown stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Luke, Dar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop. I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope T3M4 busts us out of here before he arrives.
Okay. Resistance last by completing the series you can corrupt the data stream and destroy it. Right, okay. So what's that? It's like 13, 9, 5, 3. So what was it? Hold on. Right, give me a sec. So, as I said, I used to be alright at these, but I'm not anymore. So 13, no, it's 13.8. Jesus Christ, basic maths failing me. 5, 3. That's 5. 3, 2. What? I mean, I can only assume it's... I don't know. 21, 3. Wait, hold on. Oh, so it's the thing from the previous... Ah, right, okay. So there's 13 between them, there's 8 between them, there's 5 between them, there's 3 between them. Okay, fine. So we've got 0, 3, 1. Sorry, I've got a little post-it note I'm writing on here. So 0, 3, 1, assuming that it is right to left. So all the zeros turn to 1. Three. I'll guess that. Oh god, okay. Suppose 1, 2, 2. Oh fuck, so do I have to do all that again? Oh, Christ alive. Right, we are definitely not giving it to that thing then. We'll see if we can give it to mission. Fuck me. And we get to do yet more editing of in response to cutscenes. It's going to be a double glitch. Try and get in, or at least a double. Yeah, okay, there we go. Right. I am going to skip through a load of this if possible.
What happened? What's going on? Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Karath's vessel. I owe them to
Okay, we're going to have yet another great thing. I mean, if... Okay, fine.
Admiral Karath taught me when the Sith...
Yeah. Okay, we know.
I'm not...
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think?
I'll admit, it won't be easy, Saul.
Maybe Admiral Karath doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and
So someone could use a battle.
The Admiral will be watching the three of us far too closely for any plot involving you, me, or Karth to succeed.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save her...
Right.
Maybe I can goad the guards into making a mistake. If I get them mad enough, they might put me in a separate cell to punish me. With them focusing so much on you three, I might be able to sneak out of my cell and come rescue the rest of you. It's a risk we have to take, Paisley. I can slice my way free of any security cell. Don't worry, I can pull this off.
Yeah, we don't have much choice.
Hold on,
I mean, she's our best party member.
Bastila, Karth, and the we found she tried to bite me through my armor, and you should hear what she said about my mother. Admiral Karath needs to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
The Admiral doesn't have time to bother with some Twilight girl. Take her away to solitary confinement. I'll leave it up to you to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
Okay, good.
Karth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been good.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me?
Sorry. I need... We've kind of got to let it play out again.
This was an act of war.
was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are. You're defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
My pain is meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
I'm done too.
No, don't say any more.
An excellent beginning. I'm glad you're being reasonable. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters. It doesn't matter whether you believe me or not. The fact remains that the Jedi on Dantooine have been eradicated, along with any hope of someone coming to rescue you. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada? Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences of refusing to cooperate.
No. No! Vane!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again, on what mission did the Jedi Council send you?
Why? Why are you telling him this?
You should be grateful, Bastila. He is sparing you agony beyond comprehension.
Words that betray the Jedi Order bring me more pain than any torture ever could.
Tell me, how did you find out about the Starforge? A diary? This is not the time for jokes. I will only ask you one more time. How did you find out about the Starforge?
For the sake of the Republic, don't tell him anything.
Don't listen to her. Tell me what I want to know or watch Bastila suffer. I had hoped you would continue to cooperate, but you seem to have changed your position. Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I'm wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith, I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Karath had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Garth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost. Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing? I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Luke, Endar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back. Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop. I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force? Message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malak is coming.
Well, then we better hope Mission busts us out of here before he arrives.
Come on, girlie. Into the cell. Let's go. I haven't got all day to waste on you. I need to get back to my post.
Quit crowding me. Sheesh. I've met Gamorreans who didn't smell as bad as you, Sith.
You think you're pretty funny, don't you? But you're only making things worse for yourself.
How come every time you open your mouth to talk, the scent of rancor dung comes out?
Maybe a little time in solitary confinement will teach you the proper respect for the Sith. Now get into that cell.
Alright, here's hoping. Wouldn't it be funny if it...
Uniforms anyway. A blind Rodian with a sick sense of humor.
No, that's funny. You should tell that one to the torturer when he comes to deal with you.
What? You're going to torture me?
No snappy comeback this time. The thought of torture scares you, Well, it should. The Sith have ways to inflict pain you can't even imagine. It may be a few hours before your torture begins. We're busy interrogating your friends right now. Hey, I know. You could use this time to think up witty ways to beg for mercy.
Okay.
Or I could use the key card I lifted from your pocket to slice into the security panel and get myself out of this cell. Piece of cake. I wonder when people will stop underestimating me.
That said, we actually need to find your gear. Let me help you. Boy. What do you mean by record? Smuggler. How can you help me? Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. What are you just going to trade out fights? I'll see what I can do. Yeah, sure. So, can you... Right, cool. Okay, I think we'll do it in a new slot. No, why not? I think.
Gotcha. Simple.
Okay, well, that's not going to work, is it? And all we've got is an icebreaker, so that's okay because we can get all this, and we can. I mean, there's just no point in doing it like that, is there? The question basically with this, I suppose, is how long does this level last? I think it's going to last a relatively long time. We don't want the Rhodians just yet. Yeah, get everything out there.
Gotcha. Simple.
Okay, cool. So, combat suit, very nice. It's just going to be double blasters, which isn't huge. But
yeah.
Oh my word, that's bad. Right, yeah, we don't. Okay. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Starboard cell block key. I think we'll wait until we've got a little bit more in this. Oh god. Can we... Yeah, I think if we do that... Okay. Just shoot him, please. Why do you feel the need to run up to him? Because now you have prompted this, and now we're going to have to do this nonsense, which could have been entirely avoided. Okay, cool. There's a storage container over there, that's nice. I don't think we necessarily want to do this, but whatever. Security cameras, barracks, starboard. Oh god. Right, okay, cell block, starboard, fine. Release cell, switch to camera. Okay, return to camera, route menu. Detention area. Okay, camera route menu, medical. Camera route menu, droid maintenance. Okay. So, okay. Do we need... Are we permanently sliced into that now? Oh shit, no we're not. Okay. Right. Whatever. We will save this. here's what we're going to do. We're going to... it's 1 hour 25. I'm going to do a possible bye split here, because I want to go and get myself a drink anyway. Yeah, if the episode gets too long later on, then we'll make this one part and the next part and the next part. Yeah, I don't normally like to edit episodes, but this one I'll edit here. So yeah, we'll be back, or either be back shortly, or I'll see you next time. I don't know yet. Okay, interlude over, or hello and welcome, depending on how I've split the episodes. Do not know yet. We have split the episodes. We are on Malak's ship. Not on Malak's ships, we're on whatever his name is, the Sith Admiral's ship, trying to escape and rescue the others. We've just wasted one of those, which was non-ideal. We are playing as mission. Okay, how many up there? Is that 2 or is that 3? That's 3.
No one's gonna see this mission.
Yeah. 3 is a little much for what we were hoping for. Okay, well, we'll absolutely use those. Are those... I don't think she can use them, can she? No. But, okay, well, that's something. We might be able to do a cunning thing here. And go to stealth. Glide here. The line of sight's so tricky. Or okay, brilliant. That wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Unfortunately, they seem content to punch us while we're... Okay, we're no longer shooting. Although mission is making a mockery of them for reasons that aren't quite clear to me, but I'll take it. Right, okay, well, we've since learned that we can just very easily ice 3 guards. Which doesn't feel like it's necessarily the okay. Decommissioned droid. We could... Well, we can't hack that. Fine. Ooh. Very nice. It'll be useful if we could get at the others. Which, of course, we can't. Did we miss anything down this way? Huh? Yeah, well, we know he's there. He's locked away. Right, we've had the right equipment. Oh my word, that's a lot of them, sir. Hopefully that got away before they all aggroed. Yeah, Knights of the Old Republic's slightly weird approach to cover. That's true here. I'm not even really sure if... Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's actually got an easier chance of hitting because he's got a rifle. Okay. Yes, thank you. I know about the Rhodian. Yeah, that's it. Focus on the locker. That's fine. Please. The trooper. Yes. No. No. Okay, there we go. I'm not even sure if she's shooting at the right thing yet. I might be shooting at the locker. Right, once this one drops, I think we are better off. This one might actually work. Yeah, okay. So use a quick med pack. But the last two... Oh no, there's three of them. Right, piss. Mistakes were made. I'll take two. I'm not really sure I'm doing. Like the other guys were just punching us. This slightly different proposition. I don't know what's in there, whether this is worth it. Right. I'll do that, I guess. Right, yeah, just launch in. That should be fine. Closer. Okay, so we've got that, we've got that. So there's items in this room that presumably would make it worth our while. Okay, fabulous. So, good. There's actually 3 lockers, so who knows what we'll find. Just stuff. Mission can repair, so it might not be the worst idea to go for the droid. Is there anything in there other than those 3? No, I don't think that's worth the time. I think we're better off saving this stuff. It wasn't here, it was... Well, it was there, but I think maybe that was just for that section, so... okay. Alright. Okay, all that controls. Oh, cell block, I guess. Oh, we're in cell block, okay. Hangar? Let's get to the bridge and unlock the document. Okay, bridge. Let's get the rest of the pipe leader. Sorry if I got confused here. Oh. Where's that? Wait, what? Oh, right, okay. That's a good job, yeah. Good job that message is there. Well, in that case, is it worth doing this? We've got repair routes. I don't think we necessarily need to do loads of stuff. Gives us some experience. We just have to hope that it's going to go the way we want it to, or else this is going to be... Right, turn right, turn right, turn right, turn right, turn right. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Gotcha.
Right, okay. Unlocked after solving hell.
Good job, Mission. I know you wouldn't let us down. When we get out of this, I'm gonna see that you get a medal from the Republic for everything you've done. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malak's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord. Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
Indeed, yeah. Go for Carth.
That's true, Carth. You can come, but don't let your hatred of Saul Karath jeopardize our true mission, getting the Ebon Hawk safely off the Leviathan. You better come with me and Carth. The others can find their way on their own, but we might run into trouble. We'll need you and your powerful force abilities to deal with it. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way to deal with the guards.
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
We'll meet you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
Right, do we auto-equip or...? No. What do we do? Get some... Oh, yes! Everyone else does. Oh, okay. Right, okay. Money. This is just all our stuff, isn't it? Okay. Now we've got the backpack, yes. Okay, we don't need that. The bandolier. Just in case we came here with nothing. Right, okay, so let's start here. That's my stupid lightsaber. Oh, what did we want here? I think it was retinal, wasn't it? Constitution's nice, but I think it was retinal. This was the strength amplifier. That's what really matters about this. Sure, we've got a couple of them. Nothing there. It was... Is it 7.5? Or was it 8? No, it wasn't 8.3. So I guess it was 7.5. Oh no, okay, so... Oh, it was mind... Oh, right, okay, so mind altering versus... yeah, okay, so we do Darth Banden's armour. We've already got immunity to crits, so that's of no use whatsoever. Davix is no use. Was this Sonic and computer use is okay? Was this Sonic and better computer use is even more okay, so we'll get the interface visor. That was this even more Sonic, but I think 5 is sufficient. Down here, reflex 3 It's nice. I think it might have been that. How many of those have we got? Or was that missions? I don't know if mission gets her stuff back. I guess our reflex is already well high. I guess we'll go with the fortitude. Don't know if that was what we had at Carth. Feel free to have a shiny energy shield. That looks more or less okay, if somewhat underwhelming. Can we just do a quick... Oh, okay, fine, level up. Yeah, treat injury and be aware. Bastila. What's this? I mean, yeah, like, blasted deflection rolls is pretty critical. Jedi bonus to saving throws. What's this? Stun. Goes into stasis. What's this? Force wave. Wave versus breach. I think we go breach in the circumstances. So attributes. Yeah, I think that's more or less okay for her. I guess that's okay for Carth. I think it's that. I think it's probably that if it's anything. Yeah. It's not very inspiring. Oh, he gets a few. Right, so what's he got? He's got strength gauntlets +1. Right, okay. And he's got dexterity +1 there. Is there a better thing he could have here? Immunity to mind. Immunity to crits is not bad. Constitution +4 is okay. I don't think we're going to get anything from there anyway for strength and dex. I mean, it's all right. Kind of already got what we want there. Saving throws or health. I think I'd rather have the saving throws. Felt like somebody was messaging me, but no, it was Steam. Okay, well, we'll keep pushing down that line. God, you've got quite a few levels here. Right, here's the attribute one. I think we up his dex. I think we up his dexterity. I think skills go up. I think we further put on the saving throws, and then over here. So what's he got? So we can afford to lose a dex. So the response package, or we could afford to gain a dex by doing that. So now he's on 20 plus, so he's getting 5 out of that. Yeah, okay, that seems fine to me. Right, 4 to 9 plus 2 to attack versus 4 to 11 plus 2 to attack, 3 to 10 plus 2 to attack. I guess that, and okay. I don't think we necessarily need that against that. I think we maybe just go 2 of them. Is he... I've made his stats a bit of a mess, honestly, but whatever. Bastila, okay, fine.
What?
I think that's alright. She's got, okay, she's got both there. Okay, cool. Because we do, believe it or not, want to have a fairly optimal setup here. Right, okay. Let's check everything. Nothing left behind. And I guess we just head to the bridge. Okay. Well, I say we head to the bridge. We're obviously going free. If we can free those things, I don't even know if we'll be able to. I assume that it has a super low requirement. Yeah, there we go. Right.
Yes?
Hello. Oops, sorry. Let me wallop in the microphone again. Right. Stressful. Somewhat stressful.
This is Canderous. We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry. We'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
Okay, good stuff. Canderous. I guess we got the bridge. Really? You're gonna go. Yeah, it's fine for now. It may not be fine shortly. Feel free to wander in there if you want.
How'd you like that?
Cool. So, yeah.
The Force fights with me.
Okay. It would be nice to stop the maniacal display, but yeah, because they are just going to keep on coming. guard is where? Okay, well, I think we might have broken the cycle here. Or at least we can... Okay. Not sure who was throwing that at whom, but... Okay, droid. Okay. Alright, over there. Yeah, we want to, as we would anywhere else, we want to pick up the things here. It's not, I don't believe, at least, that it's timed. I think, oh, sorry, datapad. New items, blah, blah, blah. Oh, everything's going to be bloody new, isn't it? Because we've picked it all up from... right, okay, well, once again, this is the inventory system. Right, oh yeah, we had to go there. What's I mean, this just makes this unnecessarily difficult. Repair station at storage room airlock. Get the spaces. The armory inserted. We set a repair station at the storage room airlock to fix the damage to the bridge hull. I guess it's that one. Oh my god. And we have no choice but to click through all this if we want to ever be able to handle this ever again. If we want to be able to basically read it. Right, so now if we go to new items, we have got it down to a simple couple of those, which might make it easier to understand some of them later. Okay. I didn't even notice the health situation. Apologies, party. Okay. We could ask the droid for assistance. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. I just don't know how far it will go. But then again, that is a repair job, and we are a computer job, so perhaps not. What about you? Slice the computer, yeah. Access security cameras, barracks 1, gone. Switch to barracks 2, gone. Barracks 3, not so gone. Nothing we can do about that. Droid maintenance, hello. Activate experimental assault droid. No, you're alright. Armory. Is that where it came from? Elevator corridor 1. Elevator corridor 2. Central corridor 1 still has a few, okay. Central corridor 2. Bridge corridor. Okay. Oh no, there was a system commands. Open all security doors. Okay, fine. I don't need that. I'm not really sure I want to overload the terminal. Do I want to overload the terminal? I've never overloaded a terminal. What does... I assume overloading a terminal will just hurt ourselves, but... Yeah. What was the point in that? Okay. I just like for science. So I hope it doesn't spoil the the vibe, but it's like, why would anyone do that? We're working at that terminal. Right, we're better off going the other way and just heading back around to the armory. Okay. Yeah, thanks. If he's only got one of those, I actually think he might have been better getting power attack over. Whatever. It's on with flurry. Okay. The armory was this bit. Ouch. I'll let if you know where that came from. Heal. Okay. That's a load of stuff. Okay. Are these all grenades or? They are all grenades. God, I don't know what we're up against there. Oh, 3 of them are. Nevertheless, I'll take it. Yeah, spacesuit, because we may need to make some repairs. Fine. We got the armor locker stuff. Something. Hello? Computer panel. Slice it. System commands. No purpose. Okay. Right. Okay. Guess we wheel around here. What's my business? The place to take flight. It is not the place to take flight. Right, okay. Oh god, it's terrible. Bustler, have you even got any health? Right, okay. Get out of dodge. Should be okay. With blaster defense, I think. Okay, can we heal? Who? So is the other guy dead?
How'd you like that?
Yeah, how do you like that? Right, we almost got caught copper there, not that it especially matters, but...
Time to rumble!
Cool, alright. Yeah, antidote kit would be nice. Repair kit's bust a lot. Can we just... Absolutely. I guess you probably can't just turn with that. Go on. Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Right, okay. Oh. I mean, we are a decent level, although as you probably saw from that, we can drop pretty quickly if the enemy fancies it. We don't want to go there yet. I'll just mark that off as a dead end. Oh dear. How many of them are there? A few. Okay, that's good. Right. Bastila. Can you...
I'm here.
Here? Maybe? Maybe? Anything? Okay, let's come off Bastila, because that's clearly not working.
Sure.
Marty, you're actually doing a really good job with that. And Bastila's decided to get on the healing game. Slightly later than anticipated, but nevertheless, welcome. Okay. I'm not sure if all these folks come back. They might. I'm not quite sure what we hope that droid's going to accomplish. Oh no. Come on. There was something there that was kind of interesting. What was it? We have retinal combat. What was the... Oh, it was just bioantidote. I don't really know what I'm using there. Right, okay. If you've got it, I'll take it. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'll look at the door. Well, do we even have... Right, hold on. Maybe we need to go the other way first and then see what happens. So let's find another way to get onto the bridge. Yeah, okay. Just a quick check of the map. But no, that looks pretty comprehensive. Do we all have? It's just really irritating the way that does that. Like every time you get a new med pack, you have to click back through it. Yes, we've got a spacesuit. And we're in the suit. So like, does it auto equip us? Or is this just going to kill everyone? Or does only one person wear it? It's really a little hard to know with these things. Well, we'll try saving it and see if this is how it works. Okay, we are out. No, for fuck's sake. for that delayed tooltip. And has it crashed? Right, load game. It's kind of crashed. I'm not getting any visual, you didn't seem to be either. Right. Please. Okay. All right. Brace yourselves. Oh, everyone's taken their weapons off. Right. Okay, fine. It's especially irritating for Karth because I can't remember what he was using. There goes Zabrak and Mandalorian heavy pistol and hope for the best. Right, okay.
Yes.
Kiss him, or what's he hitting with the rod of incandescent plasma? Throw in one here. Okay. Can absolutely any advantage we can get. Okay, that's the airlock. So what's the... How is this? Okay, well that doesn't sound very good. Maybe we'll try the other way. Going up feels very Bridgewards. Where is this? Is this the way we came up before? Locked, okay. Right, fine. Okay. First one.
Very resourceful. I assume you had some part in this. You learned your lessons well from me.
The only thing you taught me was betrayal and death, Saul.
Don't be a fool. I'm giving you and your companions a chance to surrender, a chance to live. Darth Malak himself is on his way. He'll be arriving any moment.
He speaks the truth, Karth. I can feel the Dark Lord's presence approaching.
Malak will destroy you. But if you throw down your weapons now, I will ask my master to be merciful.
I've seen enough of Sith mercy.
You always did like to do things the hard way. Lord Malak would have preferred live prisoners, but corpses will have to do.
Yep. Right, so there's those two behind. An early concussion grenade will do some value. I think we kind of... I don't know what happened with that concussion. But, ooh, it's not looking good, is it? Bastila, can you also get a heal? Maybe 2 heals. Right, okay. Yeah, okay. Bastila, do you have... Maybe afterwards, can you do... I don't know what you can do. Have you got push? No, looks like a Jolie thing.
Yes.
Right, you just carry on with that guy. Karth. I think they're shooting at other people. Can you go sniper? No, they're certainly not. Let's scratch that. Do that. Jar.
How'd you like that?
Okay, that's good. Now we've got one Dark Jedi there. Is that the only one? Don't really see. Okay, good, Karth, but can you... This one, Karth. This one, Karth. This Karth. This one. This one, thank you, Karth. Bastila, forget about whatever else you're doing. Get some heals in. Dogpile on this guy. That was bad timing. Okay, great. So now you can heal everyone. Twice, in fact. And we should have this, such as it is. Right, okay. Okay. Doesn't matter. I don't think we can get to that. Can you... Computer control panel. Can you not access this one, Carl? Open document doors. Slicing the system, program new destination. Swipes rejected, destination can't be reprogrammed. Oh shit. Okay. Right. Karth. That sounds petty, but...
Ready?
Yeah. Never know when you're gonna need that. Do that. You do that. In fact, actually, don't do all that. Do stunning. Okay, didn't work, but whatever.
There.
Okay.
The Admiral. He's still alive.
It's time to finish this.
Don't give in to your hatred.
Don't you understand what this man has done to my life? Do you know the pain he's brought me?
Killing him won't ease the pain, Karth. Do not become what you despise.
Karth, must tell you something. Come closer. You didn't know, did you? Remember my dying words. Remember them whenever you look at those you thought were your friends.
I said it can't be true, can it? No, it can't. Damn you. Saul, damn you. Basil, it is true, isn't it? And you knew. You and the whole damn Jedi Council, you knew the whole time.
Karth, it's not what you think. We had no other choice. Please, you don't understand.
So make me understand.
Not here, Karth. Please, there's no time. Malak is coming. This isn't the place. Please, Karth, I'm asking you to trust me for just a little while longer.
Yeah, you're right. This isn't Star Wars.
I'll trust you, Bastila, but as soon as we're off this ship, I expect some answers.
Of course, Karth. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I'll explain everything. To both of you, I promise.
Okay. Great stuff. Can't. Right, okay. I don't think these guys will drop anything because we just need to get out of dodge. Command deck, where's the elevator? Elevator is there, so okay, fine. Can we get through this way? I think I would rather go angle it round. Reduce the number of things we potentially need to fight. Okay. Right, now hopefully... Yeah, okay, so we've dodged those Dark Jedi. I think they'll just keep coming on this thing. Oh no, we haven't dodged those Dark Jedi. Karth. No, maybe we did. I don't really know what's going on. But we have to go. Or do we? Do we go and kill them? Or maybe we do. Where were they? Yeah. Again, frankly random amounts of experience. It's just weird on this.
Down you go!
Okay, well that's where we do it. For 20 credits. measly. Oh, I suppose this bastard got a level up. Okay. Level, please. Attributes. Wisdom is not going to be worth as much as strength, I predict, even though we're at an odd number for that. Okay, powers, almost certainly that. No, we don't need that. Right, okay, great.
I'm here.
Yeah, they are going to keep coming. I'm not quite sure if they come from a specified location or not, and I'm really not sure why the Grenadiers give more than the Sith thing. The entire experience thing in this is just bizarre. But we need to get to the hangar.
It's Canderous. We took care of the guards. We're inside the Ebon Hawk and all systems are go. As soon as you guys join us, we can get out of here.
Yeah, no, it Canderous. Holy crap. Okay, well, now I time to kill off. An extra level would be nothing to sniff at, so I don't know where it's going. I don't know if that's going to be a likely possibility. I'll use your... Is it not? I could have sworn that I have a power that allows me to push people in there. Okay. Yeah, sure. Come on, game. Very nice. Okay. Okay, wow, alright, okay. Let's not mess around. That's always good when shooting match fails, isn't it? No, not that one. Yes, this one. Right, I think this is not the way. Okay. Yeah.
Darth Malak.
Down you go!
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion?
What? You mean you don't know?
All this time and you still haven't figured it out. I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
Tatooine. Kashyyyk. Manaan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place. You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi strike team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers. You must have seen flashes of your old life in your dreams, Revan. Memories bubbling up to the surface. Surely you must remember the battle in which you were captured. I helped them, Revan. I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When the Jedi strike team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage. You mean, why did I betray you, Revan? You are the one who taught me the ways of the Sith. The strongest must rule if we are to survive. You knew I would one day challenge you for supremacy, but you underestimated me. I acted sooner than you expected and seized the Sith throne with a single brilliant stroke.
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan, to capture you. When Malak fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave. Forgiveness, Revan. You are weak. I was right to betray you. You are not fit to rule the Sith. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete. The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
Okay. We'll come to the point, the plot later. First we need to... Right, okay. Can we... That's sad, isn't it? Alright, well, let's just see. We might at this juncture... Should I?
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the three of you together cannot stand against my power.
For the Jedi! I'll hold Malak off. You two get out of here. Find the Star Forge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No! The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk. Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Star Forge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on!
Right, okay. Okay, the stress continues.
Incoming
right, okay, I think I've got...
Where is Bastila? What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malak. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away.
You mean she's dead?
Nah, Malak won't kill her. Don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side, and the Sith will always be victorious.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here. They deserve to know the truth about you. Do you want to tell them what Malak said, or should I?
Revan? What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Karath told me on the Leviathan, and Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big. Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord? Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malak, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
Hey, you've got nothing to be sorry about. You didn't ask for this. Besides, I know you. You're not Revan anymore. Whatever you used to be, you're one of us now. Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malak who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
I suppose you've proven yourself to be a friend of the Republic by your actions so far, Revan. But can I trust you? Can any of us?
What about me? I already knew who you were, though it wasn't my place to tell you. Better off that you know, if you ask me. Does it change anything? I'm not here to judge you. Do what you have to do, and I'll help if I can.
You defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I'll follow you? Whatever you're fighting, it will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master. Answer. My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master. Observation. That is unnecessary, Master. My intent is not hostile. I am receiving no combat override commands. Observation. My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master. Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master. Observation. That does not matter, Master. I am your droid, regardless of your actions or personality.
Wow. What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malak himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point.
I think that's a little nod to the prequels. But anyway.
I knew the little guy would come through.
Well, the others seem to trust you, and I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malak is the real enemy here. I really don't have any other choice, do I? I want to believe you. You've proven yourself time and time again during our mission, but this is a little much for me to wrap my mind around. This must be even more of a shock to you. I don't know how you even keep going. I guess we both just have to find a way to push forward. Don't worry. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Starforge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late.
So, we've got a lot to talk about. First things first, I'm going to talk to some of you. I really hope that the people who are watching this have played this before, but I do recognise that despite me saying, go and play it for yourself, some people won't have, and some of you may be watching this for the first time. So if you are watching it for the first time, what do you think of all that? If you've watched this all the way through, this playthrough, I think that's really good. When I first watched it, I mean, maybe standards are different now to how they were then. But having played so many faceless protagonists, not faceless protagonists, but like, create your own character inserts, I didn't see this coming. Maybe if you're watching it and you're a bit more detached, maybe you do see it coming. You are the Dark Lord from this. I mean, say you are. We've still got Malak. I think that we haven't really seen all that much of Malak yet. But Revan and Malak are superb antagonists. I think they're really just layered in ways that are sort of like simple and short. I don't like every aspect of storytelling in Knights of the Old Republic, but I think the relationship between the protagonist and the world is spot on. And Tim Kaine has said that he hates the trope of amnesia, but it's only really. I think I don't mind amnesia as much. I think it just lends itself hugely well to RPG protagonism, and I think protagonism, good protagonism, is more important than avoiding well-trodden tropes. I especially think that, like, with this, and it kind of shows you with this, it's another way of handling protagonism. How do you weave that in? When you start a game where your character has lost their memory, and you know that does feel a little cheap. But we've never had a sense of that in this game, and it's handled it all very well, in my opinion. It's felt like we've been our own character, and we have, and that checks out, and it works within the narrative. We've now got motivations for which, from which to pursue this. My motivation is, and I was back then, and remains now, this is how I would see it, is, excuse me, to try to save Bastila and try and rescue her if possible. That is my motivation. If you are playing this and that doesn't appeal to you, and there's lots of people for whom it doesn't, as I say, but Bastila's a, not loved universally. If you don't enjoy that, then there's lots of reasons to hate Malak anyway, and to want this back. And yeah, I think that, I mean, we talked about this as on the tier list as that person on the RPG Codex, I think it was, saying that this was the game that ended the silver age of PC role-playing game or computer role-playing games, because it led to the consolification of things. And this is the sort of reason why I find that compelling, because this is a slightly more sort of Final Fantasy almost way of looking at stories. These are characters that are interacting. Some of the interactions that we've had here in this mission particularly have suddenly taken us from it being a very isolated character one-on-one story. What is Bastila's story to K'jaama? What is Karth's story to K'jaama? What is HK's story to K'jaama? To now something that's been just a little bit more interweaving. It's been interweaved a little more. That's what I want to say. So now we have Karth and Bastila interacting, and we've had Mission chiming in, and it started to behave a bit more like a Final Fantasy while still having a custom protagonist. And I think it's one of the best examples of a game that does that. It gives you a meaningful level of character creation in terms, not just in terms of their like abilities and class, but in terms of their personality and their reactions. And who is K'jaama or Reddit or Revan to you? You know, who is your protagonist in here? What does that mean in the world? While also keeping a certain amount of emotionally stirring storytelling. Again, within the general tonal setting it exists in, which is very much PG or PG-13, however you describe it in your country. Oh, excuse me. So I think that's really, really good. Obviously, it doesn't go as far as the Final Fantasies. You know, we did that Final Fantasy VII opening 20 minutes. The dialogue is, while still pretty tight, it's a lot less punchy. It's, you know, people are taking their time to go through things at times. The music is, you know, I'm not saying it's doing nothing, but it's more narrow in terms of the emotional tone, because, you know, it's not about, there's more subjectivity to the character of, you know, Revan than there is to somebody like a Cloudstrife or a, you know, Zidane, whatever Zidane's surname is. I don't remember. Excuse me. Zidane, the Final Fantasy character, not the professional footballer and manager. So that's all been really, really good. And I really like as well where this happens. I think it's a really, again, you know, if you watch this up to this point, I feel a bit sorry for you, honestly. Maybe I should have done a better job of you know, trying to get you to play it. This all happens when you're on the way to another place. This isn't somewhere that you go to. This is something unavoidable that happens when you are pulled out of hyperspace and you're in this situation. And yeah, it'll happen after you've got a certain number of star maps in this open world, but that's when it happens. That's brilliant. That's really good storytelling. You know, like that feels. I'm not saying that will always be good, and you should always do things where your, you know, big things are happen en route to somewhere else. But this game, this game does it really, really, really well. In this moment, it's just tonally spot on. It also, of course, is all part of the Star Wars tone. And this is something that, you know, without spoiling anything, it's one of the many reasons why I think that the sequel to this, which has a lot of other problems anyway, we might well go on and play the sequel just to explore the various lessons from that. But the sequel doesn't necessarily get these Star Wars markers. It's a really cool tonal shift with that. Are there any things I'd say perhaps against this? Well, you've got there is the element, really. I mean, like, I would, firstly there's the level scaling element. I've tried to big up those fights in order to instill any sort of tension, but the reality is we did breeze through them. And I'm normally one for breezing through stuff. Like I've always said, I think RPGs, it's much more sensible to make an easy one than a hard one, like in your out of the gate difficulty setting. But if there was any part of this game that I looked at and I was like, maybe you could have, should have level scaled that bit, it was this bit. I think this could have been level scaled, and I really think it wouldn't have mattered very much at all. You know, particularly if we drop back to the other areas and that's still there. But as I say, we're talking about the level scaling now. I mean, the level scaling in this is, or area scaling, the entire thing is just quite confusingly laid out. I would have to look it up, the scaling on it, because the combat's just, it just seems very completely arbitrary how much experience things are given. I think it's borrowing some of that from Neverwinter Nights, and Neverwinter Nights had problems with that. Yeah. So I don't really. I don't really know that I want to comment on that in too much detail, because I find it a little hard to follow. We'll have to look it up retrospectively. In terms of the presentation of the actual video itself, we've been quite fortunate. I've tried to stay quiet through, as I say, for almost all of that, so that anybody who is watching it for the first time can have it more or less uninterrupted. It's a little difficult with the cutscene problems that we have from recording this version. It doesn't help. With that said, I think we've been quite fortunate that the level of cutscene downtime has been, on some of the earlier videos, it's not quite crashing, but it's failing to load like 3 or 4 times, and I don't think it's done worse than 2 on this, so that's good. There's more still to come, but yeah, I think it's got a lot of good things going on. I suppose as just as a sort of wind down in the episode, we just talked about the core elements and lessons that we can learn there. am I an idiot for not getting those like that puzzle thing with the droid? Like I felt like that's a reasonable puzzle, but I felt like it's a pretty gnarly place to put it. Like, I'm all for having puzzles like that where if you fail, you miss out on something permanently. I think that's absolutely fine. But, you know, party death because of that. Or am I just being stupid? I mean, like, what was it? So it was 001101. And we went 10 and that was wrong. So as I say, like, what's that? It's like 031 and we went 2. I still don't really get what that was, or even if I'm really reading it correctly. I'm just assuming that it's binary. I might have a look at that and see. Yeah, what do you think of this? What do you think of it if you have played it? What do you think of it if you haven't played it? If you have played it, what do you think of it? What lessons do you think we've learned? But please, obviously, be respectful to other people who are playing, and avoid any further spoilers. Let's just focus on what we've seen thus far, and try and avoid talking about anything that's coming up beyond it, or indeed doing any foreshadowing. But anyway, it's going to be one long episode, but I think that's quite fitting for the topic at hand. I'm going to go off somewhere and have myself another mulled wine. We are saved here. That is fantastic. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.